I love this teaching. This teaching lifts you up. This teaching empowers you. This teaching gives you the tools to live the life that you want to live. There is no outside power that is saying you have to suffer. There is no outside power that is saying here is the dangle of joy and happiness, but you don't get it because of something that you did years gone by or lifetimes gone by or whatever. There is nothing outside of us. We are it. But the way that we use it is so important. I love this teaching. I love Ernest Holmes. One of the things that he wrote that so touches me is, such is the power of right thinking, that it cancels and erases anything unlike itself. It answers every question, solves any problem, and is the solution to everything in your life. It is like the light of eternal truth that bursts forth through the clouds of obscurity and blesses the world with glory. It is the absolute with which we are dealing, and nothing less. It is the absolute. We are not dealing with this anthropomorphic idea of a deity. You know, we're made in the image and likeness of God. And then we take God and make it in the image and likeness of man, and not even in the best of us, but in the worst of us. We make a petty, vindictive, angry, judgmental deity, and then we give it all of our power and say, the reason I'm not happy, the reason I'm not healthy, the reason I'm not prosperous, the reason I'm not joy-filled is because of this fictitious idea that I've created in the boundaries of my own mind that has nothing to do with it.
Amen.
Whatever God is, it is infinite. It is absolute. It is all love, all joy, all peace, all prosperity, all happiness, all health, all wholeness. Whatever God is more than anything we can even wrap our minds around. And yet, it being all in all, as the circle says, the point must be present everywhere. That means that you are the point of God. How you doing? Are you living your God life? Are you seeing with your God eyes? Are you loving with your God heart? How are you doing? Are you living the blessed life, the rich life, the full life? I love springtime because after all of the illusion of winter and losing everything, the trees are stripped bare, most of them. They have lost their apples from last season. They have lost their leaves. They have lost some branches. They have been through it, and they stand there naked. And maybe some of them go, oy vey. Happy Passover. Oy vey, it's all gone. Something has taken from me everything that I have worked so hard for. And then springtime comes. And somewhere from the depths of them, and literally from the deep roots, from the inside of their trunk, rises up something that botanists may call sap, but I call life, I call spirit, I call God, I call power. That there is a power and a presence within us, symbolized by the trees, that rises up within us and bursts forth into a whole new life. There are apple trees on that bank covered with blossoms. Every last flower is going to turn into an apple. And in that apple, there will be seeds that can turn into countless, infinite apple trees. If that's going on in a tree, what's going on in you?
All
what's
right.
going on in me?
All right.
The way we think about things will answer our questions. The way we experience life. One of the things I love about this trilogy, actually, that we're reading in the Ernest Holmes papers, The Philosophy of Ernest Holmes, The Anatomy of Healing Prayer, and Ideas of Power that we're starting tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock in the other room. One of the things I love about that is when he said, the mountain will be to you what you are to the mountain. That is pure metaphysics. That life will be to you what you are to life. What are you bringing to your life? Are you bringing ideas of renewal? Are you bringing ideas of resurrection? Are you bringing ideas of triumph? Or are you bringing ideas of, it's over, I've been victimized, I'm helpless, I'm hopeless? I don't know about you, but I don't have a hopeless and helpless God. I don't tell God about my big problems. I tell my problems about my big God. How are you doing at the point of God? As the point of God. Quantum physics says that in order to have a unified whole, it must be present in its entirety at every point simultaneously. A unified whole is represented by an infinite. There's nothing outside of the infinite. It's a whole. Thomas Troward said in the Edinburgh Lectures on Mental Science, spirit plus nothing equals spirit. And he too said, before quantum physics came along, in order to have a oneness, that oneness must be present in its totality at every point simultaneously. That's you. That's God as you. And we're not crazy. We're not going around saying, oh, I'm God, nobody else is. We're all God. We are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual law.